Glass breaking. The Lavoisier diamond, a priceless gem, had been stolen. How did the thief break through the thick glass surrounding it without leaving trace of an ordinary tool? A strange, unidentified substance was found at the scene, and now it's up to our investigators and a group of sharp young scientists to uncover the truth.
All right, everyone, gather around. The Lavoisier diamond has been stolen, and we've discovered something odd at the scene. We've got a substance here, likely the culprit that allowed the thief to break the glass. It's your job to help us figure out what this is. We need to know what it's made of, where it came from, and who could have gotten their hands on it.
Over at the District Crime Lab, the evidence analysis team is hard at work, using their knowledge of chemistry to identify the unknown substance left behind at the scene.
Here's what we found. The substance was likely used to corrode the glass, creating a hole large enough for the thief to seal the diamond. We're calling it the mystery substance for now. Your task is to analyze it and help us identify what it is. Pay attention to the clues. It's a corrosive material.
Determine the chemical properties of the substance. Let's start by looking at the type of damage it caused. Was the glass shattered or was it dissolved?
From the way the glass is corroded, it seems the substance didn't just break it, it ate through it. We're probably dealing with something highly corrosive like an acid.
The corrosive substance left a residue in the glass. We also found a faint smell in the air. It wasn't strong, but it was sharp, almost like chemicals.
Let's test for acidity. A few drops of the substance on pH paper to give us a good clue.
It's highly acidic, looks like pH of 1. This is no ordinary acid. It could be hydrofluoric acid, known for its ability to dissolve glass.
Back at District Headquarters, Detective Martinez and her team narrow in on potential suspects.
Now that we think the substance is hydrofluoric acid, we need to consider who could have access to it. I've got 3 suspects, all of whom have the means to order chemicals from various suppliers. Hydrofluoric acid is a dangerous substance. We need to figure out who could have it, and it's a dangerous substance you can't handle without proper care.
Exactly. Let's start with suspect 1, Dr. Claire Holt. She's a chemist who recently worked at a local laboratory. She ordered some chemicals, but nothing to suggest she need hydrofluoric acid.
I ordered supplies for my research on molecular structures, but I don't work with anything that corrosive. I promise you, I have nothing to do with this crime.
It's possible someone could have used her credentials to place an order. We'll need more evidence linked to the crime scene.
All right, let's move on to the second suspect, Max, the fixer Riley. He's a laboratory supply specialist. He's the middleman for all orders of hazardous materials. If anyone can get their hands on hydrofluoric acid, it's him.
I supply chemicals to a lot of places. Maybe I've handled hydrofluoric acid, but I'm just a delivery guy. I don't want people to do with the substances once they get them.
We need to cross-reference his delivery log for his orders of hydrofluoric acid.
The corrosive substance left a residue in the glass. And finally, there's Alden Professor Thornton, a university professor who works in toxicology. She's known for doing dangerous experiments with chemicals. She might have a legitimate reason to order hydrofluoric acid.
I teach chemistry and toxicology. Yes, I know a hydrofluoric acid, but it's for academic research. It's not something I use to steal a diamond.
In the late hours of the night, our crime scene investigators and scientists are piecing together the final clues to our case.
Let's look at all the evidence we gathered. The substance is hydrofluoric acid. It knows close enough to eat through glass. It also leaves behind a distant, dangerous residue. It also matches the chemical properties of the gel.
We checked delivery logs and Max Riley seems to have placed an order for the HF, but his delivery log showed a ship to a university lab, not a private resident.
And Thornton, as a professor, would have had access to HF in her lab, but she doesn't seem to have been involved in any suspicious activity.
Dr. Holt ordered chemical supplies, but there's no sign she ordered anything corrosive like HF. So where did the HF come from?
God, I think I got it. I removed the fingerprint found at the scene. And there's a partial print that matches Max Riley.
It looks like Max Riley's been caught red-handed. His role as the middleman gave him the perfect opportunity to acquire and distribute hydrofluoric acid.
Case closed. Good work, everyone. The Lavoisier diamond is on its way back to the museum, and Max Riley will have some explaining to do.
In the world of crime, sometimes the evidence speaks for itself. And in the world of chemistry, it's the knowledge of chemical reactions that helps solve even the most mysterious of cases. The Lavoisier diamond is safe, and our young scientists have proven that chemistry can be the key to unlocking the truth. And remember, in the right hands, knowledge is more powerful than any chemical.
Time to go to the train to get to school. All aboard. Next stop, Wellington. Next stop, Diversity. That's our stop. Let's get off and walk to Tubman. Oh no, it's storming, run! Oh, that's the school bell telling us school is starting. Adios! Adios, amigo. Welcome to school. Okay, class, it's time for morning work. The students here fire day today. Remember, the fire alarm usually sounded like you said you prepared. It's all clear to come back in. The fire truck used sound and light to tell people to move out of the way and that they are on their way to fight a fire. Okay, class, it is time to be quiet. Okay, it's time to math. Let's look about shapes. Everybody ready?
But you can also just use your hands. So let's go!
The central idea focuses on exploration, leading to discovery and new understanding. For the past couple of weeks, 5th grade has been working on 3 different skits to showcase. These skits show different forms of governments and how they address SDGs. We chose the Sustainable Development Goals number 14 and number 15. These goals focus on life for water, land, and land. We chose constitutional monarchy, democracy, and socialism as the forms of government. Each of the 3 groups wrote and directed their own government script. All of the 5th graders worked really hard to make this vision come to life.
As prop makers, we make and gather the props for socialism, democracy, and constitutional monarchy. We also ask the groups what props they need, make a list, and get them. The props help the skit come to life and make it so the actors understand you're talking. Some of the props people bring in, others we make. One thing that was hard was having all the props the day we needed them. Overall, it was a fun experience and it was cool seeing the groups report.
During the last few weeks, my setting group and I have been collecting information about what the other groups need. We sketched out what the backgrounds would look like along with what the props would look like combined with the setting. We decided what the setting we would specifically pick for the connections between the setting and the topics that were being chosen. Once we found the connection, we were thinking about a setting that would make sense to choose.
Our role was music. We found music that fits the 3 government types. We made a document with music we found for the skits. We found what type of music the groups wanted and tried our best to find the closest to what they asked for. When we went on YouTube to search for the music that they asked for, we came to challenges like having to change the document to what they wanted at the time. And we felt to what we wanted them to be. And finally, we converted the music to MP3 so that it could be imported into each skit while ending.
Hi, we recorded all of this. This was very difficult. We had to work together with the groups to make our vision and theirs come to life. We took many videos of the groups to tell their stories. This was pretty stressful, and it took a lot to push through and get it all done. Some people were very helpful, while others were distracting. This led to many days getting nothing done and others capturing everything we wanted. Despite the struggles we faced, we created something meaningful that told important stories. It was so amazing watching these skits come to life.
As costume makers, we picked out costumes for the actors to make the skits pop. We researched costumes based on descriptions of the actors given in the scripts. Costumes made the skits more accurate and helped the actors take their role more seriously. We had some challenges like getting actors to wear the right costumes on the right days for the right scenes. One of the ways we solved this problem was having actors set reminders to bring the clothes in for their scene. Overall, we had a lot of fun making the writers' ideas come to life by picking out the perfect fit.
Hello, we are the Democracy Group. Our Democracy skit is a funny and enjoyable script with 4 amazing actors bringing our skit to life. This skit is about 3 hikers walking in the forest, and then they notice the forest is dead and stumps and animals that need help all around, and it needs the hikers' help to get fixed. Then the actors ask a special guest to help them fix the forest. The special guest asks people to vote if they should help the forest. How democracy can help the SDGs and sustainable development goals. 14 and 15 because democracy is open for change and also gets people involved and people's ideas heard. In the end, we have worked very hard and hope you enjoy our skit.
Oh no! Where are all the trees? And these animals have such a toxic habitat.
I know who can help. I need a delivery.
What's the problem? Look, these animals have a very toxic habitat.
and we need help to fix it. Can you help us?
Of course. Here's what I can do. I will make people vote for a law for help to fix the forest.
Is democracy really what we need?
Voting is the best solution because it's fair for everyone, and democracy is always open for change. It promotes equality, which helps everyone. Democracy will help. You wouldn't want something like a theocracy.
Why not?
Because in a theocracy, people can only follow one set of beliefs, which isn't fair. They are not open for change, which is the opposite of equality.
Well, I hope this works out.
Several months later.
The votes are in, and everyone wants to help fix the forest.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
1, 2, 3. Democracy delivered.
Our skit was based on the form of government constitutional monarchy. Throughout the skit, we will show how controlling monarchy is and how they take their power and pressure it against others. One main challenge we faced was just overall getting started and creating our script. This was a struggle for us because we had a short time to write our scripts and have them memorized in that time. Throughout the skit, you will see funny and sometimes serious events, such as the king and queen overtaking SDGs, or Sustainable Development Goals. Some things we did to make our skit goals come to reality was sending poor and neglected animals to the shelter, making wild animals healthier and happier, and lastly, making it so there are more fish in the water when there were none. Overall, this was very fun, but sometimes a stressful experience, especially when it came down to the last minute recording. But the final product was definitely worth it.
What a wonderful day.
And a perfect society.
Nothing is wrong.
Everything is nice.
Your Highnesses, people are complaining about the low animal population.
Oh, really?
Well, we should go in our bubble tank because
No one can see or find any fish in the water.
Oh, well, here.
Thanks, now you won't be hungry.
Now, peasants, clean up these fish.
faster.
Hurry up.
Faster.
Go! Look at the poor animals.
I've got this one.
My goodness, they're beautiful.
Yeah, but they're attacking peasants protect.
Many people ditch their pets here.
I shall send them to a shelter.
Order for your highness.
Where did they go?
To the shelter. Our socialism skit is explaining how socialism will help keep fish and ocean creatures safe in their natural habitat. Our skit is about customers shopping in Sephora for makeup products that represent different forms of government. A socialist comes in and presents his case about why the customer should buy socialism instead of democracy. A supporter of the socialist opinion convinces the customer to choose socialism instead of democracy before she checks out socialism. In a socialist society, no companies are privately owned, all are public. This is one of the socialist reasons for the customer to buy socialism. The shopkeeper is representing democracy, so she wants to prove democracy will take the right steps to solve the problem. But she doesn't have much to back her claim on. Overall, our script shows how socialism can fix the problem of overfishing and water pollution. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
to California when this is Chicago. Like, ma'am, do you know the difference between miles and feet? Like, ma'am, no.
Do you want to buy anything else?
Maybe. What else do you have?
Forms of government to fix SDGs.
What's an SDG?
The 17 Sustainable Development Goals, also known as SDGs, were created by the United Nations to solve world problems.
Interesting. Ooh, what's this one?
Democracy. It works perfectly to solve the problem of life below water.
Great, that's exactly what I'm looking to solve.
All right, your total will be $3.99. No, don't use that. Use socialism because the company is not privately owned. So many brilliant brains are combined to make one product. The company is a socialist company.
Socialism worked perfectly for me.
No, don't use that. It's terrible.
No, that's a lie. Socialism will fix everything.
Yeah, so true.
I have decided I will use socialism because it's more reliable.
You know what? Use socialism. I don't care.
Good, I was gonna get this place shut down anyways.
That's what I was gonna say. I guess we really do have the same brilliant ideas.